How can I talk about something so dirty and yet so sacred? A feeling that gives birth to such strong emotions. Seeing his face, my hormones rise like dough, and his body is a distraction that only my knees can explain because they fall weak in his presence. One look at him makes me vulnerable, and it has nothing to do with love or spending the rest of our lives together. No, it is physical. It is strictly physical. Straight up. Holding it together when we're together. Yet at the back of my head, I've undressed him so many times, and I can't help but imagine his skin against mine when we're together.
Yo.
I am a slave to the sexual tension, and I can't help but make every no sound like a yes when we're together. And his perfectly built temple makes it hard for me to feel anything less than what I feel when I see him, when I'm with him, when he looks at me with such soft and fragile eyes that make me so vulnerable and breakable. God, if only I could hold him, rub him maybe, or so little as wrap myself up in his perfection, and even if it's for just a second, know what it feels like to be a part of him.
Come on now.
And his elegance makes him so irresistible that I'm afraid that my transparency will reveal the beats that my heart skips when he speaks, or better yet, when he speaks to me. Dripping wet with sweat when he enters the door, my body loses composure, and all I want is for him to show me what it feels like to be a woman. All I want is for him to show me what it feels like to be his woman.
Cheers.
Just one night. Maybe tonight and the morning after, just to wake up to his face painted like a picture on the other side of the bed, and maybe I'll erase the unholy thoughts that linger in my head of his purity and his nakedness. My fantasies are like a movie, and he is the starring in each and every one of them. He walks with such grace, and with each step that he takes, I can feel my heart race, and my body yearns to have him close to me so I can have my way with him, so I can learn his needs as I go slow on him and repeatedly provide for him like Santa Claus. I am a saint. I am a saint, you see, but he triggers thoughts in my head that make me feel like such a sinner. Maybe it's the movement his body makes when he walks, or how slowly his lips move when he talks. But regardless of whichever it is, only the absence of gravity can stop me from falling for him. Maybe it's the sound of his voice when he speaks, or the smell of his perfume on the sheets. Maybe it's the glow in his eyes, the thickness of his thighs, or maybe it's just his big behind. But whatever it is, it's every reason I can't help myself around him. I want that attraction without emotion, that relationship that doesn't need devotion. I want that lust that can never turn to love. When he holds my hand, I want it to be a signal, just a grip that says, I want all of you, and every touch should be dirty but soft. I want every sound to be silent. I want to show him that I'm an angel during the day, but I can be a demon at night. I am attracted to him sexually. Only a language that the body can understand is sexual attraction. One look at him makes me vulnerable, and it has nothing to do with love or spending the rest of our lives together. No, it is physical. It is strictly physical.